Just in time for St. Patrick's Day, crowds are coming by the dozens to get an up-close view at what some say is a piece of Irish folklore.
Some people in the Crichton area of Mobile say a leprechaun is taking up residence in their neighborhood. A leprechaun. NBC 15's Brian Johnson has more.
Curiosity leads to large crowds in Mobile's Crichton community, many of you bringing binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones to take pictures.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun say yeah?
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a light in its direction, it suddenly disappears. This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like. Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations for the image.
My theory is it's casting a shadow from the other limb.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff, and it told him to get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
We're going to get down to the bottom of this. Yeah, it's still on there, guy. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, man.
This guy helping to direct traffic says he's prepared for his encounter with the leprechaun. He's suited up from head to toe.
This wars off spells right here. This is a special leprechaun flute, which has been passed down from thousands of years ago from my great-great-grandfather who was Irish. I just came to help out.
Others just came to get lucky in hopes a pot of gold may be buried under this tree.
I'm going to run a backhoe and uproot that tree. I want to know where the gold is. I want the gold. Give me the gold. I want the gold.
This is Brian Johnson, NBC 15 News.
WTF. Welcome to Funkatopia. Why don't I ever have that cup ready?
All right, we're off to a roaring start.
Yeah, we're going whatever. WTF. Welcome to Funkatopia. I'm your host, Mr. Christopher. That right there is the MPG legend himself, Mr. Mike Bland, right there. That dude.
That dude, that face.
Look at him.
In it.
Look at him.
In the face. Yeah,
Look
yes.
at him.
In the face. Yes, in the face. I love it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you guys are ready for some fun and adventure tonight, because literally we have no schedule. Totally unscripted, like legit unscripted. The only part I have scripted is for our special guests that will come in here tonight. We have not one, not two, but maybe three possible guests coming in this evening. All very, very have a very, very big history in the Prince community, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have fun. I'm still not even gonna say who it is. Only you and I really know who it is, and them, obviously. But I just wanted to be a surprise. Just reward the folks that come here no matter what we do.
Sorry, I'm conversing with
your cat.
Wife
your wife.
No, not my cat.
You converse with your cat.
I do. I talk to my cat like it understands everything I'm saying.
Let me just say this, and I didn't post it because I know you don't do them, but happy belated birthday, by the way.
Hey man, it's all right. Thank you. I appreciate it. I did a little thing. I don't know if you saw on my Facebook page. I was like, hey, for my birthday, I want you to recommend an album for me to listen to from start to finish. Like just an outpouring. I mean, I think I kind of knew I was going to get a lot of traction out of it.
Yeah.
And it was just, a lot of records I'd already heard, of course, and a lot of Prince records, people being about it, But
have you ever heard the Symbol album? It's
right,
awesome.
Exactly. But I ended up going with 36 Chambers with Enter the Woo,
Oh man, yeah.
And man, it was hot. I didn't realize they had so many bangers on their first record. Wu-Tang. I've never been. I'm not a card carrying member.
I'm not either. I have friends who are huge in the hip hop. Where I may love hip hop. My I guess he's my cousin-in-law. I guess he is like a huge hip hop fan, especially West Coast stuff, and he is just like. It's just that's just the world he lives in. And I'm like you. I think I've had the 36 chamber. I listened to the 36 Chambers album, years and years ago. I will tell you that as far as hip hop is concerned, we're good. Why not? Go down the rabbit hole. There are some acts that I really, really like. A lot of people know I like Kendrick Lamar up to a certain point. I like all of Kendrick Lamar's albums up to Damn, and then everything that came out after that, even Damn, I was kind of on the fence with. I don't like his new stuff at all. It's lost the flow. It's more leaning in towards the lyrical content. I just think that, I don't know. And then as far as the West Coast stuff, I love the flow of that. I love the laid back, like the Dr. Dre produced types of stuff, like everything that Dre touched had that fingerprint on it, the Chronic and the Game, and there's just so many great albums that came out of that mix. But yeah, I mean, obviously I was into hip hop back in the early days, LL Cool J, Radio, Run DMC. I mean, yeah, but then it just kind of went too far for me.
Too far for you. You have a lot more patience for black music than me, it looks like, because I really I didn't listen to hardly any of it, man. I was,
yeah, I know. Yeah, I got the wrong.
But you live in Atlanta, so I mean, I'm in the Midwest, man. It's just
I mean, and I've been in. Yeah, I mean, it's when the night when Outkast blew out of here. I mean, it was just, well, first off, we had a run with R&B in the 90s with LaFace Records being here. And I knew exactly where that office was, and I knew a lot of people that were in and out of that. And then, of course, when Outkast broke, you had every single spinoff of the Dungeon family that came out of that mix. And so right. Being in Atlanta, I just didn't have any choice. I didn't have any choice.
You're black adjacent. I live in the land of
land of the cracker.
Hey, listen, Minnesota is all right with me, man. After all that nonsense, it's like, wow, people really care here, man. If you're like not give a what type of person, Minnesota is not for you. Like, here people really kind of stand up, man. I mean, to be fair, a friend of mine who moved here from Phoenix, he was like, hey man, I don't know why you guys are tripping so much over immigration. Like, where I come from, this is a regular occurrence. Not only that, it's like, had you guys just cooperated, there would have been a lot less violence in general. I'm like, maybe you have a point, man. I got it. But
where is he from? That's a regular thing. Where?
From Phoenix.
I didn't know that Phoenix did all that.
Yeah, he's like, man, you know how many factory jobs I had where somebody just hollers, migra. And then, everybody goes scattering. I'm like, really? This is a regular occurrence in different places in the world, or in the country rather. And
I think when you're right there,
yeah, that's different. This was abhorrent to Midwesterners or to Minnesotans anyway.
Well, I will be up. I'm looking forward to coming up there anyways. For those that don't know, there's been a little bit of a change of plans. I know I did mention an LA stop, but we're going to talk about this later on this evening with our special guest that just arrived in the green room. But we're going to talk about this, but I was going to go to LA on April 21st, but it looks like I'm going to be staying put in Minneapolis. So for those of you who are up in Minneapolis who plan to go to Minneapolis, I will be up there from April 20th to April 22nd. So I will be there for both of Michael Bland's shows, which I forgot to upload the PowerPoint, right. But that's okay. We'll have it. I'll get it. You know how it is.
I know how it is.
Tonight was intentionally as unscripted as I possibly could be, because I just wanted the conversation to flow a little bit differently. There was a time back in the day where everything that I said, like verbatim, was in there. And the reason why I did that, the primary reason why I did that, was because as I was listening back, and I still do it, but when I was listening back to the broadcast, there was a lot of uhs, a lot of I was like, I can't. Now it just bothers me. So instead of sometimes I'll just won't say anything. I'll just stay silent.
Sure.
And that drives my wife crazy because I'll be in the middle of a sentence and I can't think of the word. So instead of saying I just stop, and then she's like, and like, well, give me a second.
You might have to do it with your hand. Yeah, when you
it's like
then she'll know you. I'm thinking. I'm not. It's not having a brain fart. I'm processing. I'm collating.
So for those who don't know, this is the pre-show. 7:45 to 8 is the pre-show, and we got 2 more minutes, about a minute and a half, I guess, and then we will bring our special guest in, who again is already in here in the green room, but he's been on the show before. And of course, I got a nice little intro that I dug up from years ago when he was when he originally came on the show, because I really want to make sure that you understand who this gentleman is, because a lot of people don't know and may have heard the name, but don't know everything about him. So we'll fix that. But have you done your taxes?
Me?
Yeah.
I just got the 1099s out, man. I gotta prepare things still. I'll be getting an extension.
Well, I found a really, really good place to get my taxes done. So I think I'm gonna give it a try. I saw this commercial and I think I was sold right out of the gate. Let me know what you think.
Come and file your taxes. Come and file your taxes. You know you want that cash advance. You want that cash advance. You better file. Hey. File. Hey. Come to Boss Sword. We gonna hook you up. We gonna make sure you get that max refund. You got a couple kids and you a single baby mom. Don't worry about it, little girl. That's my job. Come and file your taxes. Come and file your taxes. Come and file your taxes. You know you want that cash advance. Same day approval. You want that cash advance. You better file.
That was hot.
I think you could have worked with the lyrics a little bit more, maybe kind of, flesh it out. Seems like there was some lost syllables in there that he could have taken advantage of. Kind of,
It wasn't bad. It wasn't awful. It was very entertaining.
I just thought it was funny that when I saw, because it's a legit place too. It actually does exist, which I found funny that somebody would be drawn into that. That's just like, wow, that works. We have here in Atlanta, we have an attorney. There's this attorney called Top Dog Law, and they've got this rapper type of MC type of guy. He doesn't really rap, but he does this really horrible, really heavy reverbed Top Dog Law. You want the best in next. It's just like he just goes on and on and on, and just like, you've been in a wreck and you want a bunch of money, then you need to come to Top Dog Law. I was like, who seriously wants to win a case is going, maybe it's the memory thing. Maybe it's that subliminal thing that kind of sticks in your head, and you just that's the only thing you think of if you're in. Anyways,
they got you. They're living rent free in your brain.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, it's just it's crazy. For those who are in Atlanta, they know what I'm talking about, and these ads are everywhere. It's insane. All right, you know what? It's the hour. It is the hour. So I'm going to actually change this graphic behind us, not because of any other reason other than it doesn't make sense. It's the celebration logo. So if nothing's behind us, it's one thing. So that's the celebration logo. So what I will tell you is that tonight we have a very, very special guest. He's been on the show before. We'll have 2 or 3 guests potentially on tonight, but he is the first, and they'll all be on together at one point in time. But this gentleman, a lot of you know him, some of you don't. I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a rap sheet as to who this gentleman is. First off, our guest tonight, one of them, is Gilbert Davidson. for those who do not know who Gilbert Davison is, let me give you a little bit of background. And so I apologize. I'm not going to try to draw this out. This is really the only part that's kind of technically scripted, but I didn't want to forget anything. But he has been involved with Prince since 1984. And technically, he was pretty much the man behind a curtain. He was hired by Prince as for his personal security for various entertainers and clients and executives during the Purple Rain tour throughout the United States. He was then promoted to director of security for PRN Productions, which was the parent company to Paisley Park. And then, of course, he was doing company operations, film production, video production. And then he was actually made president of Paisley Park Enterprises. As many of you have probably seen him all throughout. He was also integral in launching and running and managing all of the Glam Slam companies. He was responsible for helping to launch Paisley Park Records, the launching of NPG Records, the World Concert Tours, production of the TV programs, the software entertainment, including that. What was the name of the video game? You'll have to remember. But anyways, so right now, he is the executive director of Live for Love Charities, along with Maite and Kirky J and all those folks, and starting the legacy of philanthropy that Prince and Maite started back in the day, and they're still doing it now. And the mission statement is helping people up and helping people out. I mean, but this man's been everywhere all the time, and it's always so cool. And I think you two know each other pretty well, right?
Are you kidding me, man? Will you get my brother
ladies and gentlemen, no, it's not Hucky. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hucky Austin,
wrong show.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Gilbert Davis.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, man.
How you doing, Michael?
Much better. It's good seeing you, man. Yeah.
I'm mad at Chris, man. I'm gonna have to do this whole interview with this voice in the back going file.
You know you want the cash back.
He played the cash back. So if I ghost out or anything, that's what's going on.
All right.
Oh, what can you do, man? I am so glad to see you. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has. It's been a while. Man, what, a year and a half?
Since you've been on the show, but you know, we've talked on the phone a few times since then. Mm-hmm. But man, what are you up to right now? I mean, I know you're still doing the Live for Love charities, which we're going to be talking about in a little bit of detail. But I mean, fill us in.
Working with Maite, working with them on the Michael Gabriel project. We're getting ready to release another album and singles. We finished his concert film that we released in September, obviously. Actually, no, it was July of last year, which ran through October. So we were busy on that project and just living life and trying to stay alive in Minnesota, with the winter and with the winter and everything else going on.
The winter and the ice and all of it.
Literally the ice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, what's the weather up there right now?
I think it was in the 50s a few days ago, and it snowed like a foot yesterday or 10 inches or something like that. So as Minnesotans, we know it's going to happen. We just think it's not going to happen. We got to have a term for it called the Minnesota State High School Tournament Snowstorm. This year did not fail, so we got our snowstorm in. We're all just hoping and praying, hi, how are you? And that this is a sign that winter's over, even though, as Prince said, sometimes it snows in April. So we're not gonna let our guard down.
Yeah, well, I'll be up there in April, and I think the first time I went to Minneapolis, it was snowing. Actually, the first two times I went to Minneapolis, there was snow. So it's always it's
what month was it that you came? Do you remember?
It was in April. There was an April month and one time, and there was also before that. It was January or February was I think the first time that I was up there. And you guys, that was an obvious one.
Bring a jacket, bring your hat that you have on. I really like that. You'll be fine.
Well, it's funny because I had never been to Minnesota before that time, and I went to Burlington Coat Factory and I got like the heaviest like Nanook looking friggin' goat. It was like had the fur and everything. It was crazy. And I was just like, it couldn't fit anywhere. It couldn't fit in my luggage, so I couldn't bring it. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna freeze. And it wasn't as bad as whatever I was thinking in my head. So,
Well, you caught us on a good day then.
Yeah. We do have another guest that's sitting in the green room. Should we go ahead and bring her in, Gilbert, or you want to talk about
let's talk a little bit about
the
topic at hand, and then let's bring her in and we can focus on the topics at hand.
Sure. Because there's obviously a reason why you're here, so we're going to get to kind of dig into that a little bit. And go ahead. I'll give you the floor on this.
Well, I know, and we try to be very open and apparent what's going on as far as the charity and whatnot. And I know fans had heard that there was going to be a star presentation for Prince, which everyone knows that he well deserves. And so last year the charity was approached about coming along and sponsoring that financially to sponsor that star and making that happen.
For those that don't know, though, it's the Hollywood Walk of Fame star that they have in. So there was going to be a star for Prince at the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's the star that he's referring to, in case people aren't paying attention.
Yes, so we had chosen April 21st in recognition of the 10-year anniversary of his passing as being an appropriate day to make that presentation. So we went through all the necessary things to make sure that happened, and we were preparing, celebration and different things like that. We are still going on with part of that, but we got notification this past week that for reasons that are beyond our control, that they're going to have to cancel giving that star. Not that Prince does not deserve the star, not that it won't happen one day, but it's not going to happen on the 21st as we had planned. We're just as disappointed as I'm sure most of the fans are disappointed, but we just wanted people to be aware of what's going on. Without getting too far in the weeds, as far as the whys and the why nots and all that other stuff. But we're out here. We're trying to do our part to make sure that the legacy continues. Our main focus is the philanthropic legacy of Prince. We all know the music history. I think we became more aware of his philanthropic efforts after he had passed, and that should be honored just as well. So that's kind of what I wanted to let the fans know. We're here. We try to do our best to make sure that things happen, and other people are doing the same thing. So that's where that's at.
So has this been rescheduled at all, or is it still kind of in limbo at this moment?
Well, we're always hopeful, that the right things will happen. Our role in this particular date was setting the date and financing the date and making sure that there were fun activities and just that things were done appropriately, choosing the spot where the star would go and all that stuff. So what happens going forward will not be at our hand. So when it happens, I know the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce wants it to happen. When the powers that be decide, if they ever decide that's going to happen, I really can't say. I'd be speculating what happens next. So I can only speak at the hand that we've been dealt at this time. So that's kind of limited as far as what that looks like in the future going forward.
Got it.
It's frustrating, I know. Big sigh, everybody. But
Yeah, I think that I won't say it. So we'll just everybody knows where I'm at, because I kind of feel like, yes, it's something that that he definitely deserves. And I'm glad that it actually got some traction and looked like it was about to happen and everything was looking good and that it was going to, hit the way that it, I was ready for it. I literally had a flight out to come out there April 21st. And of course I just kind of had to put it on pause when we found out that the star was not happening. So I was a little bit disappointed for sure. But I know you guys are going to be talking about some alternate events that are going to be happening to celebrate that day. So I'm looking forward to hearing all about that. And that seems like a pretty good segue to bring in our next guest, I would
That
say.
is a very good segue to bring in our next guest.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you know her. You know, if you don't know her, maybe you probably heard this little ditty. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you have. You know, I got to get her to sign this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll just bring her in. You know her. You love her. Here she is. Maite.
Hi.
I got to get you to sign this.
I know. I was like, oh, wow, you have that.
Yeah, I do. I need to get you to sign it. I've been in the room with you many times, and for some reason, I never bring it with me. But
I know.
I'm tripping, man. Look at us.
I know, right?
Look at me and you and Gilbert.
I
know, right?
Incredible. We used to see each other in the hallway all the time at Paisley. It's really an interesting feeling.
Yeah, who would have thought? I mean, it's
Yeah.
you know what? I tell you, I said this on when we were on one of the shows before, that there are certain faces that you see and they always just kind of bring you joy that you see them. And Michael, you're definitely one of them.
Oh,
My
man, don't make me
see each
cry
other quite
on
frequently. Yeah,
Man.
but you know, it's just good, you know, and you know people for so long and you have this history with them and whatnot. And you know, there are people in your life that you say hi to and that's good enough. And then there are other people that you're just happy to see that they're there and they're in your life and things like that.
I feel the same. You guys mean more to me than I could even really express at this moment.
Thank you.
You know, it's a miraculous that we're all even still here. I mean,
I know.
You know,
Yeah.
so much has transpired, but I'm very thankful for this moment.
Me too.
Yes.
Thank you, Chris. We'll bring you in too. We're happy you're here too, Chris.
Oh no, I'm fine. No, I'm honored to be in the same room as you guys, so I'm all about just letting you guys vibe out. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm glad you understand, man, because
Sure.
We were around one another during some very turbulent times. I mean, what the life that we led was not an easy one. Not for anybody, any of us.
Yeah, and with that said, you know, there are certain aspects of it that we just know. You know, as we're talking to each other, we acknowledge but the words don't even have to be spoken. We just, we understand what that was. Like when you said, walking around the halls and whatnot, that will bring back memories of rehearsals and upcoming shows or being in the studio and all that other stuff, and all that invokes and brings along, and those memories and things like that.
Yes, it's visceral, but it's also the memory. It's a lot, man. I mean, really, it's
people ask
it's hard to describe.
Do you listen to Prince? They ask, do you listen to Prince music? Which I'll do occasionally, but I find that a lot of times when I'm listening to certain songs, I'm back in the studio. Or I'm like, we were in the car when I first heard this. Oh, this was when we flew out to LA, or oh, this was this tour. So it invokes a different sense of memory than just when I heard it in the club or playing in the car.
Right?
Yeah, it's crazy how much, because it's a very, I mean, it's an exclusive club. If you were in, you were in, but if you were out, you were out.
Yep.
And only we really can understand what we went through there.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Is there any particular song, Gilbert? I'll start with you. Is there any particular song that invokes like stronger memory than others? Like a certain song that comes on and you're like, okay, I remember what happened that day.
Not in a negative way. Actually, one of the songs that rings a bell, if you will, it was Kiss. Because we finished Kiss and we were driving back to the house.
I know this one.
Yeah, he had been in the studio. I heard it immediately and thought it was a hit, but he didn't think so. I mean, I couldn't say that he didn't think it was a hit, but I was just like, man, this is incredible. And he's like really, you think so? Not that Prince ever really showed any doubt in things, but it was just kind of like, I think he was surprised at my reaction to it, because I mean, I'm pretty much a stoic person. I really don't show a lot of. Maite knows I don't dance, kind of thing. I'm like, but that song, I was like, oh, that's really a good one. So just kind of little things like that. I have my favorite songs, I have my favorite albums, things like Parade, for example. Listening to that album, we were in France at the time, and we were planning on going home, and bags are packed and ready to go, and he walks into my part of the room. We were sharing a room at a suite at the hotel at the time. And I remember he looks at me, he says, do you mind if we don't go home? as if I really had a say so. But I appreciated the ask. It's like, do you mind if I go home? What was I going to say? It's like, oh, of course not. Let's stay, because he wanted to stay in Paris, and he began writing the Parade album up in his suite. We had to go out and get studio equipment, and we turned his hotel bedroom into a little mini studio, and he started recording there, and listening back to some of those songs and thinking about the filming of the movie and just all that. That always brings back fond memories, which is really weird because I hated every moment that I was over in Nice. But that was just because I was young and stupid, 22 years old, and I couldn't appreciate the environment that I was in. I went back later on, and I'm talking to my kids. I had both my daughter there, and Michael was there with me. We were doing shows with Sheila. And so I'm talking about Nice like it was the greatest place on earth. But I couldn't appreciate it for what it was, where I was back then. But just things like that.
You actually had a reverse experience on that on the Hawaii thing. You told me a reverse story that happened.
In Hawaii, Hawaii, I've never been.
I know, but there was a reason for that.
Yeah, I wanted to go home. We were actually, it was after Cherry Moon. We had been editing, and we decided to go to Hawaii, for a little break vacation. And we're on the plane, and he looks at me and he says, "Do you want to go to Hawaii? Or do you want to go home to Minneapolis?" And I was like, "I'd really rather go home." He's like, "All right, let's go home." And this was, obviously pre 9/11 and everything, so you could go to the stewardess and make up some excuse, and they actually pulled the plane back to the gate because I told them Prince has to get off the plane. It's an emergency. So we went back to the gate. We weren't that far from the gate, but they pulled it back and they let us off the plane. And so I never went to Hawaii.
That's funny, Gilbert, that you said stewardess.
Yeah.
Well, is that not
no.
Steward?
It's flight
attendant.
attendant.
It's flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
No, flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
Well, back then it was a stewardess.
Yes.
But did they call men stewardesses also?
Stewards.
I guess stewards.
Yes, stewards. But
steward.
I'm at that age where I'm dating myself every other sentence. So, yeah.
Linky.
That's all right.
One year, I have to tell this story since Maite's on the phone. I'm with her one day, and I pull out my phone, and she says, "Oh," she says, "Oh, you got a new phone?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, how can you tell?" And she says, "Well, your old one had a button." Like, even the iPhone had the button in the middle of the thing, and I was like, I didn't know that was like a thing, like a sign that you're carrying around, an antiquated phone. And I was like, well, why didn't you tell me? She says, I just thought you might have been a quirky person and it was kind of your thing, like you like using old technology. Okay, thanks a lot. So, you find out really quick you find out who your friends are in the oddest ways there. It's okay.
Hey, listen, I know people who still got landlines.
I actually have one. Yeah, I don't use it, but I have one.
Okay.
Well, yes, the only reason why we had one was because the security company that we had required it.
AT&T or whatever. They need a landline.
Landline.
But then when they stopped doing that, I just never took it out. And it's just a number. I don't even know what happens when you dial it. So there you go. There you go. Maite, did you have a song that when you hear it on the radio, it automatically hits you pretty hard?
That's a hard.
I'm besides the most beautiful girl in the world. Let's go ahead and move that one out of the way.
Yeah.
That's an obvious one.
That one out.
When I hear it, I'm like, do I remember the choreography? If it's something that I performed to, I'm like, do I still remember? I do. Okay, good. I mean, I was around for so many demos, as Michael has been. I enjoy it, and it's funny because I still hear little things. I guess because now the mixes and the radio is so much more advanced. You hear little things like, oh, and I remember hearing it live and not really hearing it and then hearing it. So yeah, I could go on and on. Of course, the romantic songs are also, you always kind of but no, it's a whole bunch of memories. So. Yeah.
Well, what about what song is your favorite choreography? Let's go there.
Of course. Well, morning papers was the hardest. That one for sure was the hardest for me. But I never performed it, but I love In God Created Woman. I had this whole choreography for it, and he just never performed it live. But yeah, Love to the Nines. That was a fun one. I remember I was, he called me one time. He just said "booty boom," and I was like, "What's that?" And that's where the whole Love to the Nines came from, and the interview part. I was like,
"Booty boom."
And I remember being in the studio, name, and I was like, Arabia. This is just for this project, right? I had to clarify that. I was like, I'm not gonna change my mom will kill me. So yeah.
Well, Michael.
Yes.
Any song that sparks like a hard memory for you?
Man,
I think I've asked you something like this before, and you're just like, nothing.
There are so many. I mean, it's hard to choose. I mean, they all. If I played on it, there's a strong tactile sort of experience for me. It's like I remember what drums I was playing. I remember what happened that day. I remember what happened before we recorded that. I remember what happened after. It's so overwhelming when I hear any of the stuff I played on. But like if I hear almost anything off of 1999 sparks something in me, because that's when I really began to figure out. I was not a Prince fan to begin with. Friends of mine were trying to turn me on to his music, and I was like, nah, I don't like it. I was like kind of dead on the hard rock and roll, And then like a friend who lived across the alleyway, his mom had 1999, and I was like, you mean a guy who's from here has a double album out? And I sat there with him and I listened to the whole thing, and I was like, wow. Because the way I pictured Prince before I met him, I mean, KMSP 9 did a feature on Prince way back, like late 70s. And I was watching it on like this little TV, and my mom was like, I've seen that young man on the bus stop. You know what I mean? It's so the trajectory for me with Prince and his music and him as a human, it's so all encompassing. I knew so much about him before I even got a chance to meet him, just from other people who knew him and so on and so forth. I mean, Sonny and David Island and all these cats, just local, local. Minnesota's got some of the best musicians in the world. I'm talking about local.
Right. Speaking of that, it's remarkable what he and actually the whole Minneapolis music scene was able to accomplish on international level for so many years. This is still basically considered a small town when you're looking at the New Yorks and Detroit or Atlanta or LA and things like that. And here you have Minneapolis, and you have this movement that comes out of Minneapolis, which now we're finding out that Minneapolis is just the home of movements, being started. But what you guys were able to accomplish as artists and musically it's astounding, looking at it now, looking back and being involved with it then. It's quite a story.
It's next level. Well, you know what? We do have another guest to bring in here. So we might as well bring him in, ladies and gentlemen. You want to introduce him, Michael, or
if you want me to? Is it Kirky J?
It is Kirky J. You know what? You know what? Let's just go ahead and just bring him in. You guys know and love him.
Don't leave the young man waiting.
All right, bring him in. What's up? What's up, Kirk?
Oh, man, what's going down? What's going down? I think my reception is whack around here. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're good.
We hear you. All right then. What's up, everybody? What's going on?
What's going on?
I'm just freezing. See, I got my hat on, man. I'm back in Minnesota. It's man.
Oh, you're back.
I couldn't tell if those were ear warmers or headphones.
Both. I think they're both.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought this was a new thing. Is this a new thing?
Yeah, I'm like,
oh wait, I got to try to do that. Hold on.
This is the thing. I'm so used to just having,
This is it?
having
Is that
just
it?
one ear in. I got to be able to hear the atmosphere. I can't put both headphones on.
All right. Okay. You got to be able to hear everything that's going on.
Yeah,
All right.
I do one, man. Otherwise, I just do it like this.
Actually, I kind of like the tilted headphones.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
do.
of
It's got a look to it.
This is my look. I'm just saying. Michael B, what's going on,
man?
It's all good, brother. It's all good. Hanging with
I thought you still lived here, man. Somebody told me, Kirk don't live in Minnesota.
Now, for the last 4 or 5 years, I've been back and forth, and then I just became a Floridian.
Oh, okay.
Where in Florida? We're in
St. Petersburg.
Oh, yeah, man. Okay.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
not-
I mean,
I got it.
I'm just saying.
I have to say, he calls me once a week just to rub it in my face. I know he really doesn't want anything. He's just talking with the palm trees behind him and
Listen, when you get this graceful age of what we are, you don't want to deal with no more snow. That's just period. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just done. There was a point where I was just like, man, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah. So between those two beautiful faces below, I have to deal with them complaining about how warm it is.
It's hot
in January. Oh, I'm so hot. I had to go outside and wash my car. I was sitting out by the pool. Things like that. And yeah, I'm here dealing with 12 inches of snow. But I'll continue to hold the Minneapolis fort down, I guess.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Still come here. I still love Minnesota. I ain't gonna lie. I still love it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going back up there in April. But here in Atlanta, we got another winter blast. I think it was like it's been in the 40s right now, but now it's going to go back up to the 80s next week. So we're a little bit schizophrenic with our weather here. So right in the middle of you two.
Yeah, you can't say in the 40s in winter blast. That's not what that is.
With the wind chill, it was like down in the teens. So it was a little bit more of a brutal thing.
That qualifies.
Yeah, for Atlanta, anyways.
Well, yeah, I mean, now you got me thinking about the blizzard in '93. We got stuck in Atlanta, and like a half inch of snow shut the whole city down, and we had to charter a flight to get to Canada.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah, Atlanta snow seems to cause a lot of problems up there in the purple universe.
We was in the hotel at the Hotel Nico. Well, what we gonna do? We're snowed in. This is called snowed in.
Yeah, it was an inch. Was it like an inch or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
See, we did it to Jam and Lewis, and then we did it to you guys. We just made sure.
Atlanta got a problem with Minneapolis. What's wrong?
You would think. Listen, I know that everybody here was looking forward to the Hollywood Walk of Fame star being placed. For those that kind of joined us a little bit late, I'm not going to dive back into it, but I need to segue into this area here. April 21st, for those that don't know, was supposed to be Prince's star in the Walk of Fame. That was planned for April 21st. That got lifted. And so now it will happen, but everybody's got to be on the same page. So that's kind of where we are. But what I'm excited about really is the fact that you guys do have some alternate events and things that are happening over in LA, correct?
Correct.
And so I want to hear all about it. And I'm sure that a lot of people do too, because we have a lot of Prince fans over in that side of the world, and they love it when things happen in their backyard. So what do you guys got going on over there?
Maite, would you like to go or you want me to go?
Oh yeah, I'd love to go. Well, we have a beautiful event. It's 10 years. I thought, it'd be so great to get that star, but that's okay because there's a star in our hearts for him everywhere. But we are going to have an amazing reception and event called Glam Slam Benefit, where we're going to feature Live for Music students that are going to play. We have Minneapolis Kirk, the Minneapolis Funk,
All Stars.
Not to be confused with.
Yes. But then we also got some guest stars appearing. So lots of surprises. As soon as I have confirmation, but I want to make sure, and I'll be announcing it soon. We have some really cool people that are going to come on stage as well. So get your ticket because it's going to be fun.
And where's now? This is obviously happening on April 21st.
Yes, tickets go on sale tonight. I definitely think if you guys really want to get the full effect, get the VIP. If not, I mean, you can still get the general and have a good time. But we have, it's Gilbert. You're better at explaining it.
So it's going to be at the W Hotel. There's a VIP reception started at 6 to 7:30. We'll have a special gift for those VIPs, meet and greet. We have food, beverage, all that's free. And then at 7:30, we'll open it up to GA. And then we'll continue with the concert presentation so people can learn a little bit more about the charity and what we've done, what we're doing, and where we plan on going. As I said earlier, our focus is on the Prince philanthropic legacy side of things. I think that side of his life and side of his legacy, in some ways, it speaks to how humble he was, that he was doing this work behind the scenes that many people didn't know about. And after his passing, all of us come to find out that he was quite prolific in that work as well. Surprisingly and thankfully, he left behind some resources that definitely sent the message that he wanted this to be carried on through Kirk and Maite. So that's where we're at, and that's what we're doing. That's what we've been doing. During COVID, we got to work on that. And, that kind of upset the apple cart as far as progress for a lot of things. We did start our $100 a day campaign during COVID. But we've moved on, and we have the Live for Music program where we connect young students, aspiring musicians. We give them online instruction to artists that have kind of been there and done that, well established, that can not only give them instructions in their instrument, but just also mentorship and answer questions firsthand that they might have, about the business. The success of that has been very good. The response to that has been very good. We get great response from children and parents that have participated in that. It's been very good for us, exciting for us to see how kids and how parents respond to the instruction that they have gotten. We've gotten a lot of feedback of how much they've grown over, such a short period of time. And particularly in this day and age with music being kind of under attack from so many different angles, getting that instrument into kids' hands and teaching them how important it is to learn that instrument as a form of expression, if you will. And I'm not a musician, but I appreciate the artistry and the talent and just the compassion that it takes and passion that it takes to become a musician and an artist. And so we focus on that. We focus on that through our Live for Dance program as well. We're looking to expand that and looking at getting an actual facility so we can teach dance firsthand. I'm trying to lure Mike.
Oh, where'd he go?
I know, he froze. He's trying to lure me to move to Minneapolis, and I'm more than willing because I do not like hot weather. I know people are like, really? I'm like, I prefer cold. I prefer sweaters and fireplaces.
You're from Spain. How is that possible?
I'm from Puerto Rico. No, I mean,
Puerto Rico. Sorry.
I don't know why, but the older I get, the more I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like being hot. I'll go on vacation and enjoy it, but then I want to go back I miss 4 seasons. I think that's what it is. I miss the leaves falling and the snow melting, and it doesn't exist here in Vegas. And I love
Minnesota
Vegas.
Minnesota will do that to you.
Exactly. Every time I go there, I'm like, oh, it's
Kirk's like, it ain't doing that to me no more.
Yeah, see, Minnesota
Minnesota
does that to you until January, February, and March hits.
And then you got to get out. Yeah, any excuse to get out of town.
Wait a minute.
I know. My friend asked me, like, are you sure? Because it's funny because we used to always tour around that time. We were gone. Yeah. So I didn't really experience the cold because it was like the apartment to Paisley the apartment. That's all that I got from Minnesota. But,
Well, I experienced it plenty, and I'm done with it.
Yep, you had your fill.
My old bones don't like it.
No more skiing. No more tobogganing.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, I'm sorry, but I have to go because I'm in a rehearsal. But I want to come on and say hi
Okay.
and much love to y'all. And
Right
make
on,
sure
man.
y'all come out and see us April 21st so we can celebrate our brother. You know what I'm saying? We, live for love, love for live for love is going on.
All right.
Looking forward.
Have
All
a
you
fun
folks-
rehearsal.
See you later, brother.
Sure.
Thanks for stopping in. Ladies and gentlemen, Chuck and Jay.
I wanted to mention something. I felt it was interesting because I used to think April 21st it's a hard day. It's a hard day to it's been 10 years. It's going to be 10 years. And that's why I thought that's why we picked April 21st is because I wanted to switch it and make it about celebrating. And I remember he used to always say, celebrate me when I'm gone. And I'm like, no, don't get to celebrate when you're gone, but let's do it. Let's instead of being sad that day, let's play his music. Let's just all gather and share amazing energy. And that's what this is about. And also the philanthropic side, which I hope you guys come and watch because, we're going to share the stuff that we're doing. And if you come to the VIP, maybe we could talk about it. Just, stuff that we plan on sharing with you guys because it's so important. I remember when he walked into my office and said, I want to start a charity. And I was like, okay, I want Kirk to be in it. Okay. So it's just something that I feel because every April 21st, I'm not going to lie, it's been a sad day for me. And I want to switch it and make it a good day.
Well, I'm actually glad you said that. You said that Prince asked that he wanted people to celebrate his death because, and I'm going to play this little 30-second clip because this is where a lot of this stuff originates. So I'm going to play this little 30-second clip. Again, you guys have already seen it. This is from an old interview with him and Mel B. But there was something with the verbiage of it that a lot of people fight against. And so I want to hear your side of this. First, let's play this.
On birthdays, you don't like birthdays?
No.
No, not into that.
No. We came here not knowing that we were going to die. Somebody told us that. And if we never knew we were going to die, we wouldn't celebrate a birthday because
But isn't it nice to celebrate the day you was born?
I'll celebrate the day I die.
Because you're going to move on to the next path in life.
Yes.
So the verbiage there was, I will celebrate the day that I die. But you've heard him specifically say that he wants everybody to celebrate the day that he passes.
And it was hard for the first couple years. I'm like, I'm not going to celebrate it. But he was so, as he always was, so far ahead of people spiritually. He's so evolved, and he was ready to go to that next level, So yeah, that's why now I'm like, all right, let's celebrate it. Let's celebrate it.
Yeah, as we were talking about putting this event together and, the feelings that day invokes, as Maite had said, you're sad, you're down, you're thinking about, man, how horrible that was, how tragic it was, what the loss was and everything else. But when you start looking at the life that was lived and the experiences that we had through that life, you kind of go like, wow, that was amazing. What a great contribution that he made to the world, that he made to people and things like that. Mm-hmm. And so, that's kind of what we're looking at, bringing like-minded people together, bringing those fans together, bringing people together. And let's just, have fun and, have smiles and laughter about it and enjoy music about it. And, one of the things, obviously, he was so passionate about was music in itself. And, so we're going to have the live concert. We're going to do a live band and have live music, which is always just a great place to be, no matter, where you're at. So that's what this is about. I like, how could we honor him on that day? We felt that this was the way to do it, bringing awareness and hopefully raising some funds for the charity so we can continue to do the work. The fan support on the charity has been great, over these years, and we just have big plans and want to continue.
Well, looking forward. I mean, I unfortunately will not be able to be there. It was the original intent for me to be there, but then, of course, when things came unraveled, I kind of shifted my plans. But again, there is such a huge contingency of Prince fans over there on the West Coast that just are to bury you guys. It's going to be amazing. So you said it's at the W Hotel on April 21st. Is there a specific, what's the time and cost to
Yeah,
get
so
in?
it's the W Hotel in Hollywood because there's 2 W's in Los Angeles.
Right,
So
I was
we're
going
at
to
the
ask that.
W in Hollywood. VIP opens at 6, and that runs from 6 to 7:30. And then GA starts at 7:30, and we go till 11 o'clock. All right. We'll have either a silent auction or a raffle. We're kind of going back and forth on that. But
What's going to be in there?
that's what I'm going to say. So as far as collectors and people there'll be some unique items there that we're looking at bringing in. I think I'm going to delve into my own personal collection of stuff that just to raise some money for the charity and things like that to make it interesting. So, but you can only see that if you come. So I'd advise you to show up to be there. All the money goes to the charity. So there's that aspect of it. And like I said, I mean, fan support for the charity and funds that have gone out from the charity. It's been a community thing for us. And just being able to help people and being able to live up to that mission that we have of helping people out and helping people out, which is what he was doing, has been very cathartic for the work that we've done. It's been quite a journey. It's been an interesting journey, but it's been a fun and rewarding one as well.
Can you talk about or give some examples of like things that you've done in the community or for individuals from as far as Live for Love and charity, just so people can kind of get an idea of the breadth of your work and some of the things that you guys involve yourself in as far as the charitable side?
You want me to keep going or you want to go?
Oh, you're good at this, but I mean, we did the 10 during the pandemic, we did the $100 a day for 30 days. We've helped. It's funny because he would just write checks, and our mission statement is helping people up, helping people out. And we helped Brown Bag Lady. We helped a nonprofit. It was funny because I used to groom at this place, and I always wondered, what is this place? What do they do? And then I found out that they, supply stuff to the homeless people. So we helped with that. We started Live for Music. We started Live for Dance. We have now, it used to be called 10 for 12, but now it's Love in Action, where we're awarding people $10,000 who are doing good. We're trying to share that. We have more programs coming that I'm excited to talk about, but not yet. But I really want people to see. The most I'm excited about is because it's the most evolved, is Live for Music, and we have some kids flying in to perform, which is like, I'm proud to see this and excited.
Yeah. So the Live for Music and the Live for Dance is our programs that we focus on the arts. Just circling back to the Love in Action campaign, we kind of trip over that because it was called 10 for 10, then it was called 10 for 12, and now we switched to Love in Action because those words more represent what it is. But what we do there is every month we award $10,000 to an organization, a charity, or a person that is just out there that fulfills, it's kind of like represents our mission statement of helping people up and helping people out. People that are just doing unselfish work. It doesn't have to necessarily be a charity. Like as I said, it can be an organization. We've awarded to a group called SAILS, which is an organization that helps support mothers and families that have experienced the loss of a child at childbirth and things like that, which we personally have experiences with and connections to. We've done Brown Bag Lady. She's the one that helps in Los Angeles with homeless. We've been across the board just for a lot of different organizations. And when you start getting into this type of work, you kind of find the kindness in people, that overall people do want to help. And when you're bringing a community together to do that, you find it's a lighter lift. I think that's one of the things that Minnesotans showed during this winter and during this whole ice fiasco. That was a community out there that was marching and standing up for each other and running groceries around and helping kids get to school and doing those things that other people couldn't do for themselves at that particular time. I was very proud of that, not meaning to get too far in the weeds, but that's what the Live, Love, and Action program is really all about, looking for those people, those organizations that are doing that work. But in order to, continue that, we do what we do and we do what we can do. We're looking forward to doing more, so to bring more awareness and bring in support to the charity.
And where do you get your funding from? I mean, where does the money come for you to be able to do the things that you guys are doing? I mean, can individuals help, or is you got other sources?
Yeah, so we with the confusion of the estate, there were certain assets that were left behind to Maite and to Kirk that we were able to help to fund the start of the organization. It helped us to get a fast start, if you will. And when we got into doing this, we're kind of looking at it, it's like, okay, we're going to run this charity in a way that it's going to have a good impact, a solid impact. And in looking at that and putting it into that context, you look, okay, how do you do that? How do you have the greatest long-term impact? And we found that it was approaching the youth, or helping youth through arts and science and those type of things, and having it be a long-term thing. So we decided to set up the charity where it's going to be a long-term goal in doing this. So we've been using those funds that were left behind, that were things that were monetized in order to fund the charity to do the work. But just again, looking at the long range aspect of it, we know, looking at it 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the line, that it's going to take that community in order to keep it going. And it's not, and like I said, it's not a heavy lift if there's a community behind the effort.
Right.
As Maite said, Prince was just writing the checks. That's one thing. And in his passing, in the work that needs to be done with his passing, you have to kind of find a new catalyst to make things go. And I think that the Prince catalyst is the fans and those people that have that same passion and compassion to help others and kind of pay attention to that philanthropic side, which I think there are a lot of people out there that want to do that. Yeah,
I think a lot of people forget just how philanthropic Prince was, and so many things that he did anonymously. Not even that, but just the things that he even did publicly that that he did as well. And I know that was something that was really near and dear to his heart. So I'm glad that you guys are doing the work.
Well, the purple community as well. I won't share names here, but we had just received a request about 2 weeks ago, that somebody that needed assistance with an issue that they were having in their home. And when we heard about it, we were able to, approve it right away. I thought we all thought it was, a need that needed to get fulfilled right away. There was, fundraising would have been one thing, but just writing the check for it to get it done would have been better. So that's what we decided to do. So as I was going through distributing the funds, I got an email to the person that was organizing this, and they notified me that it was no longer necessary because people in the purple community had raised the funds and had gotten the problem taken care of. And I just thought that's awesome. That's what it's about. It's about us, honoring and representing the work that Prince did, and tapping into our own goodwill and continue to do that work. We may not be able to sing like him or dance like him or play like him and do those things, but we can do this work. We can do this, and so that's what our focus is on.
Yeah, I saw him so many times write checks to people that worked with him, people that he didn't know. I saw it firsthand, so I'm so honored that we're able to do that. But we need, of course, you guys' support as well.
Yeah. Oh, of course. And I told you from day one, I told both of you actually from day one, anything that you guys need as far as helping to spread the word, or especially for events like this that are going to help benefit the charity and help continue funding what you guys are doing, because I think it's extremely, extremely important. And so, I realize that we have a pretty big reach in the Prince community. And so it would be a travesty if I didn't help you guys out. I mean, I got to do my part as much as we possibly can. Michael and I are here every week. So, we love the opportunity not only to help you promote, but also just to have you here. Your presence is fantastic. Yeah. So
and we appreciate you. We appreciate the work that you've done. You and I have had a number of conversations about that. I really do like, how you've built what you've built, in this community and talking about music. Michael, I haven't had a chance to talk to you since you've been aboard as well, but bringing Michael on was just brilliant. And, when you told me you were going to do that, I thought, man, that's like bringing music genius to the table, as well, just to kind of, to keep it going. And I wanted to say, and this is kind of off topic, but Michael.
Yes, sir.
When you came into the band, you were replacing Sheila E., right? And I'm going to tell you, I mean, for me, it was kind of like, okay, that's going to be different. Like, that's kind of a tough act to follow. Man, but I swear the first time I heard you play, there was this dynamic that you brought. And this is no slight on Sheila at all. We all know the genius and the icon that she is. But the dynamic that you brought to the music and to the sound and what was going on was just, it showed another path of growth and this other facet to the music that was going to be, brought forward. So, I mean, your contribution to, the music, to the company, and to everything, we could have never, you made such a huge difference as to what we were doing. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that, but man, what you did, I've always said, if you take certain components out of the projects that we worked on, things might not have turned out in the same way.
All right.
But you listen.
Now
I'm gonna tell you. You listen to that Diamonds and Pearls record.
Man.
That's Michael B. That's that heartbeat. That's that
Yes,
heartbeat
sir.
that you're hearing on that.
Yeah, nobody's quite put it that way. Somebody like you has never said those words to me.
I'm telling you, hearing from the horse's mouth, it's man, what you did is just amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. It might not have turned out as well. I was told by a student as I was teaching, Diamonds and Pearls was his second highest selling record, which I did not know. And that was my first project that I was, in charge of and releasing and whatnot. And I look at that and I look at the people that were involved in that. And, there you are, right there in the center. So thank you. Thank you. It could have been a different story. It's like, when people, Gilbert was put in charge and everything went to,
No.
It's like, no.
Well, I'm speechless.
I'm just saying thank you.
No, that's quite a mouthful, Gilbert. And I didn't know where you were going with this because you related to Sheila. I'm like, wait a minute, he's about to sandbag me.
No. And Sheila said it was different. That's the thing. Musically, people don't understand. Prince never. I don't think he ever changed out bands and stuff like that as a message that this one was better than that one or anything. He was just always growing musically, and he was always looking for these different dynamics to help him to go on these different journeys. But you had to be qualified to take him on that journey, to go with him. And again, it speaks to the longevity and how long you played with him, and all the the music speaks for itself. Just listen to it, and you can go, oh, okay,
I'm gonna get hit by a Mack truck tomorrow. Now, see,
they're not.
Gilbert's putting the voodoo on me. I'm not gonna be scared to leave the house.
I'm just speaking the truth, man. I don't speak often. I'm trying to be E.F. Hutton. I don't say much, but when E.F. Hutton speaks, I'm dating myself. That was one of those dating things. It's a little commercial. You can look it up. Who the hell is E.F. Hutton? Yeah,
I know.
But I'm just.
I'm overwhelmed, but I wouldn't want to hear it from anybody else, Gilbert, because you saw everything from the get-go.
No, thank
you. From the moment I came into the building. So I mean, it means a lot to and thank you so much.
You mean a lot, really. It's yeah. So thank you. We're getting all sentimental here. We have a tendency to do that on your show, Chris.
I know.
I bring that out.
Yeah, it's like what was that movie with Tom Cruise? The football one where the guy,
Jerry Maguire?
Which one?
Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire, where he says, "I'm not going to cry" when he's talking about the contract he's going to get. I'm not going to cry.
And he's looking at the dude.
Yeah. That's Chris's show. He just gets his son and starts emoting on.
Help me help you.
Exactly.
I want the Quan.
Help me help you.
Right, there you go. So anyway, back to the matter at hand.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to seeing the fans. We can't imagine a better place for Purple people to be than together on April 21st at the W Hotel for the Glam Slam benefit. And revisiting the Glam Slam experience is kind of weird for me, but I look forward to it. You know, it was a good project to bring back to life. So it'll be fun.
So let's kind of encapsulate this. I had a couple floating questions here for the event. A, how much does it cost to get in? And B, where can they get tickets? So let's start with the cost part.
So tickets will be available on the website and at TickPick.com.
Yeah.
TickPick.com. VIP is $375. GA is $175. Food and beverage is included in that. Auctions included in that. Free concerts included in that. We were trying to be sensitive to financial times and making it available to as many people as possible. I will say this though, and just so you know, there are a very limited amount of tickets with this event. So we weren't looking at bringing in 2,000 or 3,000 people. So if it's something that you're considering, it's something that you're able to do. If you want to support the charity, I would get your tickets early. And
it's tax deductible, I would imagine.
It's tax deductible. All proceeds go to the charity, 501c3.
There you go.
It's
like free. It's like a free night. It's basically what it is.
Basically.
Yeah, if you have the money up front, you're going to get back. And it's for the benefit of the charity.
You're going to get right back, and it's all going to a good cause.
Man, that's incredible. And I think that's it. Oh, Live for Love. What's the website address for Live for Love?
liveforlovecharities.org.
Liveforlovecharities.org.
The number 4.
The number 4. Live for Love.
And TickPick, is that with K's or without K's? TickPick.com.
We're gonna post it everywhere, but the name of the website is TickPick. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be up on the website as well. So you go to the website and you'll find the link there to buy tickets.
Live for Love Charities, number 4, lovecharities.org.
Correct.
All right, cool. Before you go, Maite, though, there was 2 questions that I was not aware of, and I might as well ask while you're here. You have a TED Talk? What's happening here?
Oh, yes. It's so funny because I did it a year ago, right, Gilbert? And we've been waiting. I guess it's so oversaturated, TED Talk, that it takes a minute to get uploaded to the actual TED Talk, and it finally came out. And
what did you talk about?
Oh, man. I mean, my upbringing and how my little Mia saved my life. And I talk about Amir. It's an emotional one, but I really wanted to show why I do what I do, and I rescue and try to help as much as I can because of my past. So that's what it's about. And
there wasn't a dry eye in the house. I was there. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. She comes up to me after. I'm trying to keep my composure. That was pretty good. I'm like, yeah, it was pretty good. No, it was amazing. It was good. I want to make sure I did not misspeak with what I said. There's a limited amount of tickets. I said what I meant to say if I didn't say that. There are not 2,000 or 3,000 tickets to this event. There's a very small amount of tickets to this event, just for the location of where it's at. So if you're going to get your tickets, please get your tickets early.
And it's the W Hotel that is in Hollywood.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
I thought there was another thing, but I guess there's not. Man, thank you once again for coming on. Always love to have both of you on the show. You guys have endless stories, and I'm sure Maite, we haven't even. I mean, your book is phenomenal. I have it back here. I'm sure I have it back here somewhere. I've held it up before. People know I have it. But hey, I had this.
I know.
I had this ready. This is way more rare than It's way more rare.
Right.
It is.
But yeah, we haven't even scratched the surface beyond the book of some of the things that, other things that I've always wanted to talk to you about, but we'll get you on some point.
You'll be able to see it in the movie.
Oh, that's right. That was the other question. That was the other question that I have. No, that was the other question I was trying to remember. What help me help you. Let's talk about the movie.
Well, you could say, because I met the writer of, actually when I was in London. She lives in London, and we met, and she got to experience my energy in the class, and she left very inspired, and it's still in the process of being written. Nice. I told you guys, like when it became the announcement came out, the press release came out, my mom came in, she's like, oh my God, I got to get a dress. I'm like, Mama, no. It's not even like, no, we have a little bit of time now, but yeah, it's exciting. It's weird, because I'm like, I'm thinking of who's going to play me, who's going to play him, all that stuff. But, I think it's going to be done really well. Right, Gilbert?
Yeah. And, I appreciate the process of, writing the screenplay. The movie is based on Maite's book. We want to make sure that the screenplay in the film has the integrity of the book. It's an amazing book that Maite did, and it's an amazing, beautiful, heart-wrenching story. And then we just want to, give fans the opportunity to experience, or to be able to watch that and come away with the true feeling and sentiment. So we want to get it right. So it's in process.
There it is. And you got the hardcover. They don't have those anymore.
Oh yeah, I know. Yep, of course.
Did you get that signed?
No, I did not.
Man, what's wrong? What's up?
Oh my
No
goodness.
book, no CDs.
I know.
I don't know, Michael. You need to talk to him, man. It's like,
But see, I
try.
Oh, there you go.
he's like, I know these people personally. I don't need their autograph.
It's like asking your friends, hey man, while we're here.
You know what? I'm going to tell this story. That's a good segue to a story. And like you said, I always have a number.
Yeah, I know you got tons of them. Go ahead.
I remember one day we were in that, and this is one reason I do not wear and stop wearing Prince memorabilia. Everybody has their T-shirts and stuff. I'm in the kitchen. I'm wearing a new, Prince.
Oh, he's frozen again.
He's frozen again.
Am I better?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm wearing this new Prince T-shirt, and he walks in the kitchen, and he looks at me. He goes, "Let me ask you a question." He said, "How would you feel if I was wearing a picture of you on my T-shirt?" I was like, "That'd be pretty weird, huh?" And then I was like, he's like, "Yeah, that's weird." So I never wore that anymore. And now looking back, it's like, man, for his birthday or for Christmas, I should have gotten him a T-shirt with my face on it.
Oh yeah,
that would have been good.
Yeah, but yeah,
and he would have worn it too.
Yeah, right. I would have drawn a fake funny face on it or something like that.
Well, in regards to the movie, I don't envy you at all, because thinking about all the challenges that you're up against, because this is a tough crowd, let me tell you. So I don't envy you at all, but I am so looking forward to seeing it. That's for sure, because the book is phenomenal, and I really want to see this. I want to see it come to life. It's be pretty amazing. So
Thank you.
Awesome.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. Live for lovecharities.org. You need to go to the website, because they will have tickets available on there. You can get them. It's going to be on April 21st at the W Hotel in Hollywood. And again, get those tickets. And remember, it is tax deductible. So whatever it costs for you to get in, you're going to be able to write it off later. So don't even worry about it. So, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Maite, Gilbert, and of course Kirky J, who already left because he is in a little rehearsal spot there, but that's okay. Thank you guys so much for coming on. I greatly appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Maite and Gilbert Davison. Look at him. All right.
All right.
Man,
that was heavy for me, man.
That was the Funkatopia Power Hour is what the hell that was.
Gilbert, I gotta have Gilbert do it. He's gonna have to eulogize me, man. Can't nobody bring it like him. I want Gilbert to eulogize me. Please.
I'll tell you, that was the Funkatopia Power Hour. That's exactly what that was. That was a meaty ass hour.
There's a lot in there. Spills, chills, and thrills.
Yeah, because it was listening to you guys share stories and talking about memories and stuff, and then matter of fact, I happened to see this video the other day, and it fired off a bunch of different memories. And let's see if it does the same thing for you.
Hey, baby, what's happening? Did you catch that show last night on TV? What's the name of that rock group? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, those cats were really smoking. They were cool, you dig? Man, what a heavy show. Wow, it really blew my mind. But I got my head together. Hey, man, for a baby, you got a good head on your shoulders. Well, gotta split. Catch you later.
Wow.
Take you back at all? Did that take you back?
That took me all the way back. I was probably in a diaper like that kid when I first saw that.
I saw that video and I was like, oh, that was from the electric company.
That's right. They were a little hipper than Sesame Street.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, Sesame Street had their little moments. The little girl that went to the grocery store. I remember. And it's like, a loaf of bread, a stick of butter. That girl.
It was probably the same dude, the same animator.
It looked like it was.
It was the same, same guy for sure.
I don't know. The stick of butter girl was that was like some weird, trippy, jazzy stuff that was going on, and it was just the music and the animation was kind of all over the place. It was just like, it was just trippy.
But Electric Company had Easy Reader, man, and I think he tilted the scale. I really do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw that video and I was just like, oh wow.
Man, what are you watching when you gummy up? What are you?
Funkatopia.com. Yeah, Funkatopia.com/gummy. Yes, it does actually take something. Yeah, it's yeah, I just whenever I see little funny videos, I have to save them, and for this very reason, obviously, so we can enjoy them together and be like, wow. And here's a funny one. This is another video since I have them just stored up here.
Yeah.
This one made me laugh out loud, and I have to share it. And I think you guys will enjoy this as well.
For Maya Edwards, the Washington Department of Licensing was the agency lost in translation. Last July, her husband called them and followed the AI-generated prompts.
He clicked Spanish, and he was like, "You have got to hear what just happened when I clicked Spanish."
Thank you for calling the Department of Licensing Customer Support Center. Your estimated wait time is less than 3 minutes.
In a statement, the Washington Department of Licensing noted they had fixed the glitch and apologized for the error, calling it an unfortunate byproduct of expanding services.
We're going to use AI to cut costs or cut corners or whatever. Have somebody real check it.
The guy clicks Spanish and the AI just does an accent. Thank you for calling.
Press 1 if you would like to. That might be the most racist technological invention manifestation I've ever encountered. Whoa, man.
Yeah, man.
So, too bad you can't press 1 for black. You get the,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would have been hilarious. Just kind of see where that went, but that's not a number.
Hardcore. Which black would that be? Yeah. Wow.
Thank you for calling. I just went in.
With the housekeeper voice and whatnot, man. That's man, that is offensive.
It is. It is. Well, so all right, let's get back on the purple wagon here. I guess I got to make sure that I put up the right.
We got the right one up? You got the right one, baby.
Yeah. Uncletopia Live. Not endorsed or affiliated with Prince, Paisley Park, or the Prince Estate. All commentary here is just us talking. That's myself, Mr. Michael Bland. It's all rumor and conjecture.
Definitely.
Conjecture. That's what I meant to say, unless you hear otherwise from the official source. So you just heard, we had Gilbert Davison and Maite on. You just heard that there was an event that was planned on April 21st to do a star for Prince on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It was supposed to happen on April 21st in LA. And it got canceled because, as Gilbert essentially said, the powers that be, they just weren't on the same page. Let's just leave it at that. But there are still some other events going on. You just found out about the new alternate event that they're doing, which is going to have the Minneapolis Funk All Stars that are going to be there. Is it St. Paul or is it?
I believe so.
I think it's St. Paul and the Minneapolis Funk All Stars. And I did actually star a question that somebody had asked. Mr. B. King says, are the Minneapolis All Stars still going to be able to do a full set of P's music the next time the tour? Yes. We talked about this before because there was discussion that came up on New Power Generation's website talking about that they weren't able to do that. There is a difference between a band that is still calling themselves by the name of a licensed trademark band name, which in that case was New Power Generation. They were touring as New Power Generation, which is Prince's band, and playing a full set of Prince's music. That's where that issue lies. It's not going to affect the bands, the cover bands, the Purple Experiences and the Purple Rains and all that. That's not what this is about. Well, actually, technically, it does probably affect them, but they're a tribute band, so I think they fall under a little bit of a different. Not that MPG isn't a tribute band, but it's still touring as.
Yeah, I mean, if you were a member of the original entity, it's a different relationship.
Yeah,
I imagine nobody in Purple Rain actually played for Prince.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, right. No. So there's that. All that being said, we'll move beyond that. There's also some events that are happening in Minneapolis. So I wanted to make sure that you guys were aware. I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to go all the way to the end here because not the end, but the, let me see here. If this is this. Yeah, it's still coming up. Wait, hold on a second. There we go. There is this event nope, not that one.
Well, that's a good one also.
That's a good one also, but we're talking about April 20th here.
That also is a good one.
Yes. April 20th. This is in Minneapolis at Dakota. You can go to dakotacooks.com. Urban Classic, Michael Bland's little project there. Got a little ditty going on over there. They're doing the show at the Dakota. And it's obviously got Michael Bland, Tommy Barbarella, Ash Smash, G Sharp. Obviously, special guest Liv Warfield is going to be there also.
That's right.
I will be there at this capacity wise right now. I will be there. I'll be hanging out with all you guys, emceeing it and that part for both shows. There's 2 shows that are happening. And that is, you just obviously need to be there. The original.
Well, yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit more about this show? I mean,
really, it's people always come to town, around this particular time of year, around the time of the anniversary of Prince's passing, and I think that it's nobody really. There's no regular sort of situation going on in that respect. I think we just sort of I knew that about Prince wanting his or preferring. I knew how he felt about his death versus his birthday.
Celebrations, yeah.
Celebration wise. So I mean, I figured it'd be a good time, to do something because people come nonetheless. The weather's usually not atrocious, in the
It's still a slight chance that you might see snow.
There's always a chance, man. But listen, what people forget is that it actually snowed in June one time. I remember. So I mean, you never really, going to be able to nail it down. Anyway, it's my production company and my moniker, Urban Classic, is kind of where I do all things for the last few years. This is our show. It's a tribute to the Minneapolis sound, basically. And we're celebrating the life and legacy of Prince. But not just Prince, but, also, we're going to be playing, Jam and Lewis. Janet Jackson will be playing some Alexander O'Neal. We're playing some Jesse Johnson review. We're going to go all over the situation.
Oh man, I don't even want to know the set list. I just want to see you guys go into it, man. I'm just excited. I can't wait because this is going to be a great show. Again, I will be there, hanging out with you guys, and I hope to, just be, because again, the original plan was to go to LA, which is going to be a very, very difficult night, to be totally. I mean, it was going to be a very difficult weekend because I was going to be flying out to Minneapolis on the morning of the 20th, doing these two shows. Then I was planning on doing a candlelight ceremony at 12:01 a.m., which that got changed. I still may do what I talked about before, but we'll talk about that in a second. Then I was going to fly out 7:00 in the morning to go out to LA on the 21st in order to be there, land in LA at 9:30, even with the hour change. It's like a 4.5 hour thing. I said I'd just sleep there.
Sure.
And then go to the ceremonies for the star and then all the residual party stuff that I was going to do, and then fly back to Atlanta. And then of course I'll have to take a couple of days off to recoup from that insanity.
Well,
but so now I'm just going to be staying in Minneapolis, fly in on the 20th, leave on the 22nd. So I will be still plan to do, I'd like to do 2 candlelight ceremonies because actually Nick Garcia came up with a really, really good idea that after the second show of yours, that we do a candlelight ceremony, leaving the Dakota and everybody walking with these purple candles up to where the mural is over by First Avenue, which is just a couple blocks.
Yeah, man. Right on.
So I think it's just obviously it's the day before, it's not the day of, but I think with everybody there, we're all gathered together. Why not do that? Just after the second show on the 20th, everybody get a purple candle and everybody walk up 2 blocks up to where the mural is and just, spend some time just kind of hanging out together. And it's going to be a little bit difficult, but there is a parking lot that's behind First Avenue. It will be a Monday night, so I don't think there'll be any issue there. So we'd probably still be able to, because the roads won't be closed. It's not going to be closed like it is for the celebrations that they do out there. But
sure,
I think it'd be a fun thing to do. And then, of course, so again, if you want to come to those shows, those 2 shows, either the first show or the second show, you can go to dakotacooks.com and pick them up, and we'll see you there. And this is assuming, of course, that you're not in LA at the other event, because you're on that side of the world. Stay put. Stay put. It's gonna be, they're doing some really, really cool stuff over there. You're going to be able to hang out with Edward Davison and Maite.
That's right. Be where you're at.
Yeah, at the big hotel. But if you happen to be up in Minneapolis, you're coming up that way, then to the motherland, then absolutely. And then on the 21st, I'll be hanging out all day on the 21st, doing my normal things. I normally go up to Cheapo Records, or I go, there's a variety of places that I always go. Sometimes I go to the original Pancake House. It seems like I just have to do that. Cheapo Records, Pancake House.
What's your thing at the Pancake House? What do you like?
Well, I'm a breakfast guy. I could eat pancakes and eggs and sausage.
So you just full on, like you don't, doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, I can't now. That's the other reason why I don't, because since I did the bariatric thing, I can't eat. I eat one pancake and I'm just like, here's my man card.
Oh man. Oh man. You all right.
Yeah, but yeah, I know, but it's that's the reality of it. It's just like, well, you could stretch your stomach out and do it all over again.
How about that?
Yeah, let's do that. So, anyways, so again, I'll be hanging out on the 21st, and then at Paisley Park, which is actually kind of cool. They're doing a thing at Paisley Park called A Day to Reflect, A Night to Remember. And so here's the other thing is that on the 21st, essentially what they're doing is from 9 to 5, the public tours of Paisley Park are open. And I think it's free, essentially. From 10 to 5, there's a free, you can go into I don't think you can tour the actual Paisley Park, but you get to go into the MPG Music Club and actually come inside. So from 10 to 5, the memorial fence will be located at the icon outside of Paisley Park. And then guests are also invited over to the MPG Music Club to fold origami doves and write personal messages on the dove. And they're going to provide everything that you need in order to do that. And you're also welcome to bring your own artwork. If you happen to be an artiste of sorts, whatever it is that you do, you can bring those and notes to display on the memorial fence that they're actually going to be putting, again, outside of where the icon, well, not the big symbol is out front. And of course, MPG Music Club Cafe will have food and coffee and whatever else that you want to drink and purchase. And then they're going to also have a curated playlist that they're going to be playing. Of course, I don't know what that's going to be, but I'm always suspect when they say they curate a playlist, because it's always like, oh yeah, sure, that song.
All right, well, yeah, but you're a DJ, so you're snotty about it.
Yeah, I know, but I just feel like I feel like it. Look, if I was put in charge to curate a playlist, let's just say somebody says, I need you to curate a 4-hour playlist.
Yeah.
Man, you would not, your head would spin.
Oh,
your head would spin because I would, absolutely, because I would go into it. I mean, it's not just talk, it's not like a DJing thing, it's curating a flow, like an ebb and flow to the feel and the vibes and knowing what's going to be going on at that time. And I just don't think they put that much attention into it. I'm sorry.
All right, that's fair.
I'm sorry.
That's valid.
But anyways, then at 421, obviously to align with April 21st at 421, again, on 421, they'll be doing a live stream, candle lighting, and a moment of silence at 421. And the previous years, it's been 7 minutes. It's been 7 minutes, I think. And then later on that night, they switched from A Day to Reflect to A Night to Remember. And they have tickets to that are $40 to get in the door. Parking is $15 if you want to park on site. And there'll be People's Organic selling food and beverages there. Just keep in mind, keep in mind. People's Organic does meat stuff, right?
They do some, yeah.
Yeah, because every time I always go there, it's just like, I don't want a Rice Krispie treat, and I don't want to.
No, you can get I've had an Angus.
I don't want a pancake.
An Angus burger from there before.
Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully they got to have that type of. Yeah, well, let's hope they have that type of food there. And then 5 to 6:30, they got a walkthrough tour. 7 to 9, there is a Prince in concert screening. So you're going to get a concert screening. Pretty much there in the sound stage, I would imagine. Right. So, and of course I'll be there for all that too. So gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great. And then the following day, the 22nd, I will jet and go back to Atlanta and again, recover later. So that's
sleep when I'm dead.
That's right. And then you can celebrate my death.
And then you can celebrate it. Yes,
and then you can celebrate the day I died, which will be on April 21st. Right along with Prince. And I'll die at 57, just like Prince.
There it is.
I'm going to make sure everything lines up right. Let me just say there's
boom, 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 boom.
That's right. There's never never mind. There was another fight. It was something. Oh, have you ever seen these? So I hope you guys are going to be at one of these two events. I was about to play another video, but I was realized that the segue was just like whew, way off.
Yeah,
So
that's all right, man. We're just kind of.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
going
that was a
off the
lot.
cuff
Gilbert, let off some nuclear bombs on us, man. Like that was heavy.
I'll be honest. I didn't expect. I was surprised that we talked about the star. And I mean, he did it. He put it out there. So, because here's the other thing. I don't think a lot of people even knew that the star thing was happening. That's the other thing. I don't, there's so many people that didn't even, I guarantee you probably at least of all the people that are looking, again, you can look at the numbers and, multiply it times 3. That's about how many, what's the percentage of people that you think knew that the star thing was even going to be happening? I would say probably 80% did not know it was going to be happening.
I'll bet you're right.
If not higher, because the thing was that they were not supposed, they weren't going to announce it until 30 days before the star was supposed to get placed, was April 21st. So they were going to announce it on March 21st. So a mere 4 days from now.
Yeah.
And so, but it ended up getting pulled before that was even a discussion. So, so I'm glad that he brought it up. I'm glad that he brought it up because I feel like it's cool for a couple of reasons. First, people now know that we're serious about getting the star down on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. There is still a discussion about whether or not it's going to actually be in a scenario like Muhammad Ali, where it's not on the Walk of Fame, it's on a wall. Because Muhammad Ali's is famously up there because he didn't want people to walk on him. And Prince was probably the same. Yeah. So I would assume, I don't know. There's a lot of questions to be asked, but I assume that the biggest part of this is that we need to get aligned. Everybody needs to get aligned. All the individual components of the estate need to get together and get it figured out and make it happen. Because
I don't disagree.
Because I told you guys, and I still kind of stand by it. I'm looking forward to doing it only because Prince asked us to. Prince wanted us, not asked us. He wanted us to celebrate the day that he died, according to my take, not from that video. The video said he said I.
Wow, that dude really was a bee in your bonnet, man. You really got
no, because that's not the first time. That's not the first time that I heard that.
Oh, a bunch of people. Okay,
I've heard that multiple times. Yeah, there's this component of the Prince folks.
I got it, man. They're the same ones. Yeah. I got it.
The ones that have got to be, grammatically correct. And it's just like, oh, no, he said I, not us. It's like, okay, calm down.
It's like chopping it up into little pieces and whatnot. I got it.
Yeah, it's just, so that's okay. All that being said, I'm glad that something is being done, but I said before that I feel like there's a couple of things that are happening here. We're coming up on the 10-year anniversary of the final concerts that he would ever play, which is going to go by. I mean, please prove me wrong, but it's going to go by. That 10-year anniversary is going to pass and nothing will have happened. I guess why would you, or maybe you can't, I don't know. But then I also said on 420, my biggest pushback was the fact that there wasn't anything a little bit more grandiose that was going to happen other than Paisley Park being opened, a candlelight ceremony in MPG Music Club, and a dance party. And I just felt like I still feel confident in saying that I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough to honor him on such an auspicious time. It wasn't the 4th or the 7th. 7th was pretty auspicious, or the 8th or 9th. This is the 10-year anniversary of his passing that he wanted us to celebrate. And it's kind of going to come and go with what they've done on other Friday nights before, and then all the previous ones. And I'm not saying I'm glad they're doing something, but I still feel like it should have been more. I mean, and that's the reason why I wasn't going to stay in Minneapolis I was going to fly out to LA because that was something that I felt that was worthy of remembering, and the momentous occasion that was going to be the 10-year anniversary of his passing. That's the reason why I felt like, okay, I feel like I need to be there. That is a big deal. I can watch Prince get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame or go to a dance party at Paisley Park. And I'm not a big dancer, so yeah, I'm just
Really?
I like dancing, but I'm more of a viber. Those days are gone.
You're more of a shoegazer? Is that what you're trying to say?
I guess that's what you would call it. That sounds.
You a wallflower?
That sounds
What are you
demeaning.
trying to-
I'm not a wallflower. I like mingling with people. I like talking. I like vibing. And yeah, I'll dance. I'll do my little jig.
Oh,
and
you do
stuff.
the
Yeah,
you do the white man's overbite. I got you.
I do the Trump.
Don't do the Trump, man. You're gonna get a whole different kind of audience on this.
Well, no. So yeah. So.
Don't do the Trump.
No, it's a Howard.
All right. Don't do the thing with your two hands. I almost did it right there.
Yeah, no.
Don't do that.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Well, for sure, don't do that.
Y'all, you out your head. Lame brain.
So yeah, but I'm glad they're also showing a Prince concert too. So that kind of goes beyond to be able to stay. So I'm assuming. Oh, you know what though? What if it's that concert?
What if it is?
What if it is? I tell
Well,
you
see,
what.
now
I tell you what. You may shut me up if that's what the concert is that you're going to be. That I would take it back. I'm telling you, I will publicly take it back if that's what it is. I will shut my mouth if that's the concert that you're going to be showing at Paisley Park that night. I'll shut my mouth. But all right.
Well,
all right. All right.
Well, the heat is on.
All right. All right. Maybe. All right.
Could be, man.
That'd be good. I'm all for that. I'll be like, okay. All right. I see what you did there. Okay. All right. I
see what you
I'm going to stop talking. That scroll is going to keep on scrolling.
You're going to shut Mr. Funkatopia up for 2 or 3 good Tuesdays.
You better not say a damn thing.
Yeah, Mr. Funkatopia. You see that, Mr. Funkatopia?
That's right.
Shut up already. Damn.
We'll see. I guess we're going to see. Well, I'll be there, so I'll see whatever.
Awesome.
So, no, anyways, that'll be fun. We're going to be up there April 20th. Both shows, I'll be there on with Michael, and then we'll go to Paisley Park. We're going to hang out, do the candlelights, and just so people know, because I think on the events, the Prince in concert screening only goes until 9 p.m. It goes to 7 to 9 p.m. I still am planning a candlelight ceremony at Riley Creek, which is across from Paisley Park. For those that don't know how Paisley Park is set up, I don't really have an overview. I used to have a map of that. If you're looking from an aerial view of Paisley Park, you'll see Paisley Park. For those who have never been to Paisley Park before, there is a highway, the Prince Rogers Nelson Memorial Highway, by the way, a 7-mile stretch
That's
of
all
highway.
right.
So you got Paisley Park, then you have Prince Rogers Nelson Memorial Highway. And then on the other side of that, you actually have a park. And there is a golf cart path that runs in front of Paisley Park, kind of winds down and goes underneath the highway, and then kind of winds back up. And then you have a big memorial fence, not the memorial fence that they're putting out there, but there is a huge fence where people have attached a bunch of memorabilia and whatnot. But anyways, it goes underneath the highway and then goes up over to the park. Over in that area, which is also AKA Graffiti Bridge, we will be doing a candlelight ceremony on that night, on April 21st. So plan for that. I am ordering candles. Everybody needs to make sure that you download the Funked Up app, because we will be having that on together. I'm trying. There's somebody I want to staying, and I remember talk. I think Alfonso Starr might be out there also. I'm pretty sure that he is. So it's going to be an event. So just make sure that you come. It's going to be fun. April 21st, and go to Paisley Park. Enjoy the day. Just be you, and then come out. We're gonna see that concert. Let's see if we're gonna be surprised by that concert, and then we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do the candlelight ceremony, and then we can just kind of all just have a little introspection and do what he asked us to do. So
why not?
I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be fun.
Hey, man, listen. This is gonna be the debut of the Revelation show, so I'm excited just to have people to play for.
Anita says Alfonso's going to be there on June 7th, so that's not.
Okay.
And it says Alfonso will be at Bunkers from 5 to 9. Unfortunately, 7 to 9 is the concert thing. So, well, let me just say this: if they start the concert and it's the LA Forum show again, I will be at Bunkers
to catch Alphonse.
I'll make a drive to Bunkers and be like, okay, this is what I thought it would be. I'm out.
Yeah.
All right, this is what I expect. I'm about to go John Bream up in here.
Alfonso, hey, bro.
I'm about to go John Bream up in here.
John Bream. I'm about to go John Bream up in this. Smoke in the city. I'm out.
So, anyway, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Either way, so Minneapolis, I'll be up there with you guys the 20th and 21st, and part of the 22nd. Actually, my flight doesn't even until like 3 p.m, so I'll probably be doing some more hanging out. And yeah, man.
Sure.
And of course, again, if you're in LA, that's even more badass because you got the W Hotel in Hollywood that Mighty is going to be there, and Gilbert's going to be there, and
sure.
The Minneapolis Funk All-Stars are going to be there, and a little bit of a cool tax write-off, and you get to have a good night with food, meal, and whatnot. So
yes,
that is live4lovecharities.org. Live for the number 4 lovecharities.org. That's gonna be a good time too, man. I'm envious. I almost left my ticket in place for LA, but because of the fact of how it was gonna be dragged out, it was just like that's not gonna be relaxing at all. I'm gonna be frazzled. I was already freaking out ahead of time about my flight landing at 9:30 or something like that. And then I think the star ceremony was supposed to be like 11 o'clock or something ridiculous. I was like, I don't know how the hell I'm going to make this happen. Cause I don't know if you guys have ever been to the LA airport, but it sucks. And the rental cars are, it doesn't suck as bad as Atlanta airport. Atlanta's airport.
I was going to say, you got some nerve, man. Talk about a sucky airport.
Yeah. Atlanta's huge.
The only good thing about the Atlanta airport is Popeyes.
And Chick-fil-A. And that's sweet tea.
Out of here with that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Well, the reason why I'm not a fan is because most, if not all, of the car rental places for LA are offsite. So you don't have any choice to get off your flight and then sit and wait for a bus. And I don't know what it is about the Minneapolis airport, but every time that I fly into the Minneapolis airport, they put me all the way at the end of this friggin' airport, and it feels like I am walking like 2 damn miles to get to what is happening. And then I gotta get on some weird rail station that's got one stop. It's like, get on, and we're off. Okay. It's just
all right. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's valid.
Every airport has their thing.
Yeah. I agree.
Every airport has their thing. I guess, the only airport that I really enjoyed, I actually enjoyed an airport, was in Allentown. Allentown, Pennsylvania is the best airport because it's super small. Like literally you get off the plane, you walk about 100 yards and you're in the parking lot of your car.
Oh, that's like Midway. Like Midway in Chicago, man. Yeah. It's like Midway. It's like a train station practically.
Yeah.
A bus station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man.
Right on, man.
Okay. And also, of course, where would we be if we didn't make sure that we made sure that you knew about this event?
Well, yeah.
I mean, come on. The Prince celebration is on. The tickets are on. The early bird tickets are still on sale. Everybody keeps asking me, when does the early bird ticket stop? I don't know. I guess they keep on going until they say, okay, this is the official release, and now you're no longer going to be able to get
till they say.
Till they say. The VIP for the early bird is sold out. So if you're VIP, you're SOL, but that's okay. Your GA still available with the discounts. If you've been to previous celebrations, 3 or more previous celebrations, you should have an email sitting in there with a code that will give you money off. I have not bought my ticket. It's a money thing more than anything. I'm hoping that I'm blessed with another press pass because I feel like I do a lot of promotion for them on a regular basis here. I feel like
they benefit. They do benefit. Yeah.
It should warrant, and sometimes I do like full blown celebration shows where I even, there's already been one done that I did like a month or so ago where I talk about everything that you probably need to know about going to Minneapolis, how to get around, what to expect, where to stay, and all that stuff. So, I mean, hopefully I have another press pass awaiting me this year because otherwise I'm just going to have to just enjoy it from afar, which is fine. I mean, I've seen a lot. There's not much that I haven't seen, but it's still nice to be inside the building and hanging out with all the folks. So, there's that.
I got you.
But
since you mentioned this, yes, that's great with the celebration and whatnot. But the other show that I have the night before, which is Revelation, we're playing in Chanhassen on Tuesday, June 2nd, which is the day before.
Let me pull that one up.
Before the kickoff of the celebration.
Was that the one? No, let me see. I think I actually got.
Oh,
there you go, right there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Tuesday, June 2nd. We're playing at Chanhassen Dinner Theater. We're doing a 5:00 show and a 7:30 show, and any of my friends from overseas who get to Chanhassen, they have nothing to do the night before the celebration kicks off. Come on through the Chanhassen Dinner Theater. There's only one like it in Chanhassen. It's the Chanhassen Dinner Theater. Anybody can tell you how to get there, and I'll be there playing with my band. We'll be playing music that you know, mostly Prince.
And I'm not sure. I haven't decided when I'm flying in because the celebration is. I think the celebration, right? The celebration is the 3rd. So if I just come in the day early, then I'll be there.
Great.
Yeah, because I mean, it's pretty improbable that I'll fly in on the 3rd.
Yeah.
So
you want to get there and stretch your legs and get into something. Come on through, man. There's this place called Nas Thai Cafe across the street from the place, man. Best egg rolls, best chicken wings. Maybe that's what we'll do if you show up, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, no, I'll be there. And of course, I always got to get my pizza when I'm there.
That's right. You got to.
Gia Maria's. I don't know why I like Gia Maria's so much. It's just, I'm going to try some other pizza when I'm there. I think I'm going to because the last couple of times I went, I was like, this wasn't like, was I gummied up the first time I had it?
It's always the gummy.
What is it?
What pizza do you get when you're in Chicago?
I've never been to Chicago.
What?
I've never been to Chicago.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. I think I may have been in that airport and a layover, but that's it. Matter of fact, I will be at Chicago. I will be doing a layover on my way up to Minneapolis in April. I'll be at the O'Hare. Yeah.
Wow, man.
Never been there.
I got you, bro.
You have to go. I'd love to go. I mean,
Chicago is cool.
I'll reach out to all you fine folks and find out exactly where exactly I need to go.
Yeah.
Because I would love to go up there. I don't have any family up there. I don't, I'm not touring with the band. I'm not doing it. So I just there's no reason for me to be there. Just like Chicago is like one of those places like, I gotta go. I love the musical.
I get it.
I don't have a reason to be there.
Musical.
Well, the Rock and Roll Hall of what's up there? Not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's in
No, not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I mean
that's the other C place.
Wow. I mean, well, the Rock and Roll Club
Cincinnati,
is
right?
Metro, but I mean, it's hard to say, man. I mean, what would you go there for other than to eat?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just some incredible. There's food in Chicago is like nowhere else in the world, dude. I mean, it's just kind of hardcore. I don't know how to explain exactly. Harold's Chicken, just Harold's Chicken alone is worth going to Chicago.
You have plugged 2 chicken places since we've been. I'm beginning to understand why that person left that bucket of chicken at your hotel door.
What? A black man can't enjoy chicken? What is this, a blizzard? A black man can't.
You've plugged Popeyes.
I wasn't plugging Popeyes. I was just saying. I am plugging Harold's Chicken, though. Harold's Chicken is the bomb. Morris Hayes told me he was in Chicago. He had just enough money to go in Harold's Chicken to get himself like a 2-piece, and somebody robbed him before he could get in the building. Morris Hayes told me that. Bland, I only had about $3-4, man. And I was trying to go in Harold's, and this dude cut me off and took my money, man. Like,
wow.
So watch your back when you go to Harold's.
Took his $3 or $4.
No, I don't. He was in college at the time, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. We talked about Popeyes. We talked about Harold's. Well, who was my favorite? I'm trying to think of my favorite chick. I have become a huge fan, and this is like a chain, but Wingstop. I don't know what it is that they do, but like even their nuggets are like, it's like not mostly breading. It's like mostly chicken. I don't know. They could vary from place to place for sure. But you said Popeyes. Come on. That's way bigger than.
Listen, I'll make a confession right here, man. Until Mike Scott said, "Hey, Joe," he said, "Next time I'm up there, man, we're going to get some lemon pepper wings, man." I said, "Some lemon pepper?" "Yes, lemon pepper, brah." I said, "Lemon pepper wings." Okay, I'll look, man, to see where it's. And one evening I was here working with somebody, and I was like, "We should get dinner." And they were like, "Oh, why don't we do Wingstop?" I said, "Wingstop?" I said, "Is it good?" He's like, "Yeah, I like it. It's better. I think it's better than Buffalo Wild Wings and so on."
Oh
and
yeah,
so
sure,
forth.
yeah.
So we start talking about it. And we get on, and I remember ding lemon pepper. I said, "Hey, we should try the lemon pepper, man." And every week this dude was at my house, and we were like 2 wood chippers yelling these lemon pepper wings from Wingstop, man. I was just thinking I might try to get some after this show.
Well, if you're gonna do it, at least try. Do you like honey chipotle?
Oh, sure.
They have their honey chipotle dry rub is insane. Like literally, I might leave. After the show, I might go to Wingstop and get Chipotle wings. Yeah, it's they. I mean, and that's I always do boneless, but bone is fine, but boneless, they're really, really good.
I agree. It's plus it's I like if I go with like the bone in, I like them well done, and sometimes that can be it can if you're not careful, it can really kind of mess up your gums. You can scratch your gums up on some Wingstop. So I like the tenders, the chicken tenders also.
Yeah. It's kind of not like the roof of your mouth thing that happens with Captain Crunch, right?
No, you don't want that. Over some drummies.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there you go. And so Wingstop, we expect a check in the mail.
That's right.
And some way we just advertised.
And the whole show just went to chicken.
We talked about Wingstop chicken for 5 minutes. So
that's got to be worth an endorsement.
Oh my God. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? Not really. I mean, I was going to talk about some other random things as far as the celebration was concerned, but I want to focus on this April event that's coming up, which is already going pretty quick. I mean, it's happening. Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what they're going to be able to pull off. Hopefully they'll surprise me with the concert screening.
Sure.
And, we'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to being shut up. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the silence and be like, okay, all right, I see you. All right.
All you want is a little external validation. What's so wrong with that?
That's it. Bad. Anyways, I hope you guys had a good time tonight. Shout out to Gilbert Davison. Shout out to Maite. Shout out to Kirky J for dropping in and telling us about that really, really cool event that's happening over in LA.
That was history, man. That was me and those people. That was history. That was,
I was
serious.
hoping that we didn't, there was an agenda obviously tonight, obviously to talk about the cancellation of the Star, but also to talk about this event that was happening. But we definitely need to get all you guys on to just start sharing stories, because the three of you were in the building at the same exact time and we're in the same rotation. So it would be able to good to hear different perspectives of even the same stories. There could be, there's so much there. That one time that I had a Purple Rain round table here on Funkatopia, and it was ridiculous. We had Gilbert was there, Craig Rice, Hucky Austin, Jerome Benton, who else was there? Mark Cardenas.
Oh, right on.
I'm trying to remember everybody was in the room. There was so many people it was ridiculous. There was so many people. We had such a great time, and the stories that were being told, that were one of the stories you wouldn't have ever heard.
Oh, sure.
Because there were stories that just hadn't been told. I mean, I can tell you, what was Wally Safford there? No, I think Wally had already passed. But I mean, Wally's a perfect example of just these guys. He's very much like you, where he has this memory where you could throw off a date and he could tell you exactly where he was and what was going on and what he was doing and what.
Sure.
It's just like, man, I would love to have a memory like that where I could just kind of absorb. Because I was going to say, when you were talking about, we were in this discussion about songs and music, that's how I get a timeline. Like if somebody says, what were you doing in 1991? It's like, what was on the radio? Tell me what was on the radio, and I could tell you exactly where I was, what I was doing, what was going on, because that was my life. My whole world revolved around music, and that's I can't.
81. That's Heart of Glass. That's probably Jesse's Girl. That's probably that's a bunch, man, right there.
Well, not 91. Jesse's Girl.
Oh, I said 81.
No, I did not. Yeah, no, yeah, 81. Yeah, Pac-Man Fever. Garcia.
Hit Me With Your Best Shot by Pat Benatar.
Christopher Cross was all over the radio.
I'm sure. Once you get caught between the moon and
Sailor, it takes me away. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, that's a great song, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love yacht rock. Because sometimes if I'm just not in the mood and I don't even know what I want to listen to, I'll just say
Kenny Loggins on.
I just hit Alexa and say, Alexa, play some yacht rock, and they'll play Steely Dan, and they'll play Christopher Cross, and they'll play, Bread, all this weird stuff. And it's like, all right, cool, we're good. We're here.
Bread doesn't count as yacht rock.
I think they had that one song. They had what was the name of that song? There was a song that kind of fell in that kind of fell into that crack.
Right, fine.
Yeah. Urgent. I don't think Urgent.
I'm not sure about that either. Maybe that's probably it. That's probably it. Yeah. Foreigner 4. I believe that would have been 1980, 81.
Yep, probably. Pac-Man Fever cassette. I'm like looking at all these comments. Yeah, man. Let me just say, it's been an amazing time hanging out with all you guys tonight. We had a great day. We covered a lot, and you got a lot of information. There's some clips. I guarantee you, I'm going to hit X tomorrow, and people have already going to. There's going to be some clips that are going to be stripped from this show. I know it for a fact, and it's not going to be me that's going to do it. It's like there's some clip-worthy stuff tonight, so expect to see it. And there you go.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. If you, and I always mean to friggin' say this, please click on subscribe and like and all that stuff that's happening down at the bottom. Please do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to fix that in the post and put that little pop-up or whatever. But please do that. We love it when you subscribe and follow and like and all the stuff that you do. And we need it. That's because we can reach more people and spread the word,
That's right.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. Seems like there was something else we were going to talk about, but doesn't really matter. We will see you guys.
Well, hold on. I know somebody did ask me something. It's probably not important. I think somebody was trying to. It said the Stokely's name was spelled wrong on the flyer. I didn't spell it wrong. Bruh man who made the flyer spelled it wrong.
Oh, so it is spelled wrong though,
and it's too late. So
he's Stockley. Deal with it.
He's Stockley Williams, the third, as far as I'm concerned. Stockley. Come out and see Stockley with the band, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been tuned in to Funkatopia Live. I am your host, Mr. Christopher. That is the mighty, mighty Michael Bland.
Stockley. Why is that funny?
I just assume that's probably how it's misspelled.
Probably no. That was you're working on your repertoire, bro.
All right, we're out. Hope you guys had a good night. We'll see you soon at some point in time. God love you. Adios, amigos, whatever. Bye.
Bye.